I used to be hesitant to the idea of getting a tattoo. Why would I want a permanent mark on my body? What if I woke up one day and no longer wanted it? A couple of near-death experiences, particularly one that involved me being trapped almost drowning under a raft, resulted in me being more propelled to go with the flow and do stuff rather than sit around mulling about the what-ifs. The story of my second tattoo happened in the most unexpected but not random sort of ways. On March 2019, I was en route to Seoul for a breast augmentation surgery. Whilst doing research on accommodation, places to visit, and Korean culture, I came across several articles that highlighted how tattooing was largely an illegal subculture in Korea. I was intrigued at how body modifications in the form of plastic surgery was largely accepted, and yet a complex mix of cultural and historical factors, including association with the Yakuza, made tattooing largely taboo. It dawned upon me that it would be fascinating to have the opportunity to visit one of the tattoo parlors to have a first-hand encounter with what exactly inspired the tattoo artist in an environment that was so against their craft. That was how I found myself face-to-face with Aerok Kim, owner of Tatoo Korea.
First of all, I was born in Seoul, and my family moved to California when I was 4. Ever since then, I grew up in the environment of tattoo. The place that we moved was called Redondo Beach, and then around that area, there's a lot of tattoo parlors and surfers and bikers and stuff. So I was always hanging out with them, and so I was naturally, got involved with tattoos. Always had the passion for tattoo, because I grew up in the environment of tattoo, so like that was a hard base of me. So I always went back, even though I did music, I went back to tattoo. If I wrestled, I would go back to tattoo. So I was in that environment all the time.
It wasn't long before I decided what my second tattoo would be. I picked an image of Nefertiti. Half of the tattoo portrayed her as an ordinary woman, and the other half revealed her as the queen. I had always had a special connection with Egypt. The most momentous highlight of my encounter with Aerok was when he lifted his shirt and showed me a gunshot wound he had survived from his US days, as well as him showing me the tattoos on his scalp that contained ashes of his late beloved dad mixed in.
People are gradually changing and their thoughts, and they're getting the tattoo as their memories or hard time. Meaning a hard time as like they go through some bad times and hard times, and looking at their tattoos and not making the same mistake again. But there's a good memories like mine. Very very important tattoo for me is behind my head, and that tattoo is ashes of my father. We put in the ink, and then I got a tattoo. Yeah. So that's something like that. It's gradually people are recognizing, and the tattoo is on that person, and is very memorial for that, or special for that person. So people are slowly.
What I love most about this tattoo is its duality. It was a powerful reminder that while we get on with our seemingly ordinary lives, it is essential to remember our true powers as kings and queens, and our ability to forge positive change and manifest all that we need in our earthly existence.
Tattoo is still tabooed in Korea, and people are thinking if you're a little different than the person that's next to you, then you get finger pointed at, and they laugh at you. We still get touched at, looked at. We get laughed at sometimes, and talk behind our back. Sometimes they be scared of us. They might think because we have tattoos, they might think of us as a gangster, or 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 some kind of criminals, or active criminals, but we are not. We just love what we do, and we love the art of it, and we love to put the art on skin, and recognize those people who get a tattoo from us for the rest of their life.
While some may dismiss tattoos as merely attention-seeking decorative devices, that intimate encounter with Aerok at Tattoo Korea left me with an even deeper appreciation of the power of tattooing to capture and express dimensions of the soul that words alone can't.